934, 936, and 933 are received.
So, doctor, tell us what we see here, starting with the first.
Right. So
one.
this is the same MRI that you saw before, but your attention is drawn to by the yellow arrow is the vocal cords, and the vocal cords is simply how you speak. So to speak, you must inhale, you must take air into your lungs, and then when you let the air out, you're going to vibrate those little vocal cords there, and that's what makes the sound of speech. And so here we see the size of the windpipe, the trachea, and this becomes important in terms of speech, because our knowledge about the influence of the size of the trachea, of the windpipe for speech, is from patients who had an endotracheal tube in place, and then they developed scarring after that. And so as a result of the scarring, we know what is the point at how much scarring in your windpipe will prevent you from speaking. And so these are just the dimensions, so as you know what is the size of the normal trachea. It's between a quarter and a dime, as you can see here, in terms of the diameters.
And then next slide, Brett.
And here is when those coins have been shrunk to 15%. And even when the trachea has narrowed all the way down to 15%, you are still able to speak. Even when the hole through your windpipe is just this size, as I've shown here, where I've shrunk the size of the coins, you are still able to speak. So it tells you how dangerous it is to think, well, if he can speak, he's doing okay, because at this point you will be able to speak. But again, if there is a small increase in the amount of narrowing here, not only will you not be able to speak, you won't be able to breathe, you won't be able to live. And so it's a very dangerous thing to think that because you're able to speak, you're doing okay.